Ho, 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 what is up, everybody? My name is Santa Claus. Actually, it's Edwin Moles, and I'm here bringing you another 2v2 from the PSUP in-house 2v2 tournament here at Penn State. And I actually was talking with some Ivy League of Legends admins recently. Ivy League of Legends, the premier collegiate tournament organizer for League of Legends, and some of them were saying that they actually watch these videos on our YouTube channel, which surprises me a little bit, but it means that I should probably stop being quite so silly on these. So I should probably avoid in these videos talking about things like how I just made a snowman out of some instant snow. Snow in a can, didn't know that existed, with my roommates in the living room. And I probably shouldn't bring up how that snowman had peanuts for eyes and a baby carrot for a nose. Should definitely not talk about stuff like that. So let's go to this game. Here we have elwoodblues and TheUlf versus Sunlith and Doc Holliday. Just jumping into the game, we had bans real quick. I'm going to run over those. Cassidon, Malzahar, Ezreal, and LeBlanc. So basically both teams don't want poke and they don't want strong APs. Interesting bans there. I don't know what that Sivir glitch was right there. These teams... Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. Take a look at this. We got Sivir Akali versus Maokai Poppy. And we even get the Christmas tree Maokai Ulf bringing them skins all the time. We got an engagement sending right off. The Q goes off. The flash out by the Ulf. Oh my god. The heal and the Q from Doc Holliday was so very strong. We do see that Doc Holliday has come out with a Dorian's Blade. No fear. Doesn't need sustain, but you can do insane amounts of damage and have a very small amount of lifesteal as well. Wow, so backing at 1 minute and 10 seconds, no big deal. The back doesn't actually hurt them at all. Sunlith should have backed there. That's a mistake right there. The back doesn't hurt them, but the fact that heal is now down totally does. Now these teams are so interesting. Wow, I love this. Now Poppy, Maokai both have single target gap closers, some very nice CC, and great burst damage in close quarters, but they're so position dependent, and they really need elwoodblues. Can apparently hear me. Oh no, he's guessing that I was yelling. They totally need good coordination, because if they don't pull off those things... Oh, a nice Q from Sivir. Wow, not paying attention from elwoodblues there. Akali is... I got totally thrown off by that Q. Anyway, what does purple team have to combat the nice responsiveness and the really nice burst damage CC of blue team? Well, they have range. Akali has a repeated poke. She doesn't have to worry about the cost of her abilities, of course, because she is energy based, not mana based. Not so sure about that Q on Doc Holliday. They have no CC on purple team, so there's nothing to ensure a good boomerang blade hit from Sivir. Sivir's going to really have to watch their positioning and pull that off to the best of her ability. I'm going to tab that little screen away. I think it's a little annoying. So Sivir's going to have to try to be smart with those Qs. Basically, if anytime they don't know where Sivir is, or if they engage upon Akali, Sivir can definitely get some free hits on that Q. Basically, I want to see Doc Holliday try to really use his mana well. And, ooh, we got the Q charge. Oh, so it looks like elwoodblues did take Q rather than charge first. Take Heroic Strike, or, shoot, can't remember the name of the ability. It's not important. The Q, basically. But, oh, and a nice crit from Sivir. Dang. So, Poppy and Maokai are going to be hard to kill. They would have been even harder to kill had they not had to blow Flash at the beginning of that fight. Heal at the beginning of that fight. I'm really not sure that both Flash and Heal were necessary, but it did keep them alive, and I'm pretty sure that Heal will be back. Yeah, we have Flash actually on a lower cooldown than Heal right now. Another minute until Flash is back up. The Q misses. Complete whiff from Doc Holliday. We do see that Doc can't check his mana regen, or at least I don't know how to. He has some AP now. Interesting. And we do know, after the most recent patch, Sivir's Q now does scale again with AP, so that AP is actually going to help him. So pretty cool there. We have a CS lead for purple team. Of course, they're being able to zone very well. Akali's Shroud, really nice, actually, against the gap closes of Maokai and Poppy. If they close into her while she's in Shroud, or if she's able to throw down that Shroud before the gap closer finishes, we're going to be able to see... Oh, perfect, okay. I will finish my earlier statement. They won't be able to see her. And that'll really help disengage from those gap closes. Poppy being a little aggressive in the placement. I love this. Anytime you're playing Sivir, watch for them to, okay, never mind, engagement going on, no time to talk. There's the W in by Maokai, but as I said earlier, boom. Can't do anything about that. Sivir been using spell shields really well. There we go. Just going to say, those ceilings are like a free little pot of mana for Sivir. from Maokai, so definitely taking advantage of those, or the presence, I should say. But what I wanted to get back to earlier, if you're playing against Sivir, you have to be very careful about moving between your turret and the wall, because that skill shot can get an instant double hit if you're not careful. There's no way to juke horizontally. The present goes down, no hit on Sunlith, and you can do a lot of damage. elwoodblues getting fairly low. He does still have the regrowth pendant. Interesting choice. I mean, I don't mind the regrowth pendant. It helps keep you in lane. Poppy doesn't need a lot of items to do a lot of damage. If he gets the charge up against the wall, ooh, wow, almost a double hit on the Sivir Q. Could have been very painful. Drink some water. I think that purple team is doing exactly what they need to right now. I think that is what's happening right here. I would say that, oh, and they waited. Blue team was also being smart about waiting for heal to come back. I think that's a good idea. Sivir probably using Q a little bit too much to farm. Don't worry about it too much. But blue team definitely falling behind in farm. Actually, wow. Maokai pulling out a lot of farm thanks to mana regen from that Dorian's Ring and Seedlings. So I stand corrected. But blue team doing well to wait until heal is up before trying to engage. I think that Sivir should not have backed there. Although I can understand her feeling uncomfortable without any kind of sustain, only having that Dorian's Blade. I think Sunlith doing a decent job at using his Shroud. I think the one reactionary shot was probably the best, but or it wasn't reactionary, but it just happened to time up with when Maokai uses W. I frankly think that whichever team farms more in this game is going to win, because both teams can do a lot of upfront damage. They can front end a lot of damage, and we're going to see Poppy backing right now. Now, purple team doesn't know that Poppy's backed, or do they? Q goes out, but does not hit Maokai. Maokai is low on mana. That's a 2v1. A lot of minions to farm up here. If Sivir gets to all of these, that's definitely going to be really strong. Maokai is 16 gold. Poppy backed with only 5 last hits. That's really important. So, Poppy backed into 3 potions and a Philistone. So, I mean, not bad buys. A lot of sustained mana, good health sustain rate, or health restore right there, but not a whole lot going on for Poppy right now. Basically, blue team, in order to win, needs to get a really good engagement. There's the Shroud in. Akali just getting bush control. Gets the Q. A nice Q by Doc Holliday. There's leading your opponent. Very well done. Maokai about half on health and low on mana. Poppy coming back into lane, of course. And we do see that Sivir did pick up a lot of pots, including a mana potion, and I don't completely disagree with that either. I'm usually the guy that like never gets mana potions. Picking up that free mana, Doc Holliday making good use of that. I'm really enjoying purple team playing this out. Coming into this game, I thought blue team would have a lot going for them in terms of killing their opponents just outright. And it turns out that the range and poke of purple team, as well as the overall farming ability and zoning ability of purple team, is just really paying off. They're knowing how to use their characters, and that's really, really, really smart. Sunlith just saying, hey, I have an endless supply of Qs. I'm just going to spam them at your face when they're up. Why not? Save energy, of course, to have Twilight Shroud in case it is needed, because it's a very powerful ability in this matchup, but Maokai coming out. Ooh! Everything getting in close. You will notice that actually not a single charge, or at least not one that I have noticed. I might have missed one, but I don't think I've seen Poppy do a single charge. Oh, and then Maokai goes in. This could be interesting. The charge on this Sunlith. Exhausted elwoodblues, though. Sunlith backing out, even though the exhaust went down. A little bit poor coordination on purple's part, but they're able to make up for that mistake thanks to Doc Holliday's just pure damage and range. Getting those Qs off on Poppy, doing a lot of damage. Maokai not communicating well with Poppy. I think they need to really coordinate when they go in. And woof, taking a lot of damage. Farm is continuing to skyrocket on purple's team. Poppy is seeming to play the support in this game simply because of the pure melee nature of her and how she doesn't want to waste charge on minions or anything like that. So Poppy's really going to start to scale off here pretty soon, and if the game goes much further, we're going to be able to see both members of purple team just do a lot more damage. This is a charge, not quite into the wall on Sunlith. Sunlith dodging right back into the Twilight Shroud. Smart move, I like it a lot. And the ult goes off on Sunlith, trying to do damage on Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday pops the shield, but unfortunately does not get rewarded with mana. Out of mana, but a lot of skills down for blue team, including Poppy's ultimate. Weird engagement. I think it definitely played out in favor of purple team. Akali, no mana for Doc Holliday, but Akali still has her abilities to spam. Can't really take bush control over the Twilight Shroud. Look at that right there. Sunlith going in, taking bush control. No Q from Doc Holliday, though. The charge in by elwoodblues. Whoa, what a weird target. I don't know. What is Sunlith goes charging in? A bad idea. Oh, no, but a good idea. The flash ignite in Q. coming in. Wow, taking the kill on Poppy. What a turnaround. Holy crap. I'm making a fool of myself. I'm like, that was a bad idea. And then he just picks up the kill. Don't know why. Maokai clearly was going for the closest target at hand, Akali, and I agree with that to a certain extent. The Twilight Shroud was about to go down, and then they switched from Poppy onto Sivir, putting her way out of position. Now, in these 2v2s, of course, in our 2v2s, when you die, you're out of the match. Nice CS pickup by Sunlith. All right. Playing well. Excuse me. So now it's a 1v2, Maokai versus Sivir Akali, and the total farm obviously goes to Purple Team. It is kind of good. I would say that it's better that Poppy died than Maokai, considering all the farm has gone to to Maokai so far. Whew. And I'm just going to give myself a little break, drink a little water here. Doc Holliday coming back in the lane with a pickaxe, Dorian's blade boots. What a funky opening. I like it though. Straight up damage. They have the advantage. It's 1v2. All you need to be able to do is out damage Maokai. And with the help of Akali, I really don't think that's going to be a problem. Wow, watching this game makes me excited to play my own 2v2 very soon. I am playing in this tournament. I'll be playing with Redline during this round. Next time I get a chance to pick up the free mana. Oh, should have picked up the free mana right there. No real reason not to. Words. We see that blue team's tower is not actually taking very much damage. Oh, Ulf taking another double hit Q. It was softened up a little bit by the minions in the melee minions of that wave. But boy, you really got to dodge Qs if you're playing against Sivir, man. Oh, even running into the tail end of that one. Wow. We're going to see Purple Team. They're trying to get some sneaks in. They don't want to get W'd on the tower, but ooh, they do have to be careful about Maokai clearing a wave instantly with his E and then W'ing, so that tower will aggro to a member of Purple Team. Also, just like a quick discussion on Maokai's items, no move speed. We got a Dorian's Blade, a Philosopher's Stone, and Meki Pendant. So he wants to drag this out. He obviously wants to have lots of mana with which to spam his wave clearing abilities, because I think that he's confident in his ability to live, but not necessarily to keep his tower alive, and he wants as much mana as possible to clear those waves as quickly as possible. We'll see Akali going in, not quite enough to get any damage on the tower, and so far it's working out for him. Look at that tower, not taking very much damage each wave. Unfortunately, though, he is almost completely zoned during this. He is able to get the ranged minions thanks to his E on the tower, but Usamura's coming out from Sunlith, but unfortunately he is getting mostly zoned. Also just because Purple Team is pushing like mad. Alright, another wave coming in. We got a cannon minion. Nice Q on the Ulf. No shield, so he avoids that sapling. Very well played. He's got the cannon minion. This is a great time to get some free hits on the tower. There we go, Sivir. Gets 1, 2, a lot of damage there with the pickaxe, of course, and 1 on the Ulf. Not bad. And that present will become free donated mana with no damage to the wave. Wow, that's actually really good. Alright. Yeah, but more importantly, they have snow in a can. I'm not even kidding. Snow in a can. Isn't that funny? There's the W by the Ulf, just as the wave clears out. Really smart. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. But Akali goes in with the Ulf, takes a lot of damage and dies, but not before Maokai. Maokai is eliminated. Sivir remains, and that is a GG. Well played, Purple Team. We'll be having the second game of this series happening immediately, and I'll have that up right after this one. I'll see you guys soon.